Quit your 9 to 5. Well, lucky for you, in this video I'm going to explain exactly how you can do that, and I'm going to break it down step by step on your trajectory of how you're going to quit your 9 to 5, get your time back, start making money and get freedom of time and freedom of location. So you want to quit your 9 to 5. Well, lucky for you, in this video I'm going to break down exactly how you can do that, and step by step I'm going to break down the trajectory of how you're going to quit your 9 to 5, you're going to get your time back, you're going to start making some money, and you're going to get freedom of location. So first off, you need to find a skill that is generating people money. A skill that is already proven to be generating people money. There's lots and lots of these online, and yes, with pretty much all of these skills, there is somebody who isn't working a job, hasn't got a boss, nobody's telling them what to do, they're generating cash and they're being able to live life on their own terms. So whether that be they're making £3,000 a month or £30,000 a month, the one thing that stays the same is the fact that they're living life on their terms. Yes, as you make more money, you can go more luxurious places, you can go to nicer restaurants, you can stay in nicer apartments or houses or whatever it may be. But the one thing them two people have in common is that they both have freedom of their time. They can do whatever they want with their time. They don't need to clock in at 9 o'clock, and they don't have a boss or someone like that telling them what to do. So step one, like I just said, is finding a skill which can generate you some money. The second thing you need to do is then develop that skill. So what you're going to look to do is, yes, you work 9 to 5, whatever it be, say be. It's 6, 7, 8 o'clock, whatever after work, you're then going to work on this skill, develop this skill, and develop kind of your own skill set in order to be more valuable and be able to stand on your own 2 feet and generate money without having to go to work, essentially. So 9 to 5 is when you work. After 9 to 5 is when you work on yourself. So this isn't going to be a get rich quick where overnight you're like, oh, I'll just quit my 9 to 5. That is not how it works. And lots of people who are stuck in these jobs get caught out in like stupid like crypto scams and different things like that because they're looking for a get rich quick, and that's just not how it works. If anything is like mad fast like that, it's like, oh, overnight we're going to triple your money. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And lots of people who are in these jobs get caught on that because they go, oh, well, if I do that and I triple my money, I might be able to quit my job. You need to actually put some work in, and that's just the truth of the matter. So you're going to identify a skill, and then you're going to develop this skill in your spare time. You're going to work on yourself and get better at this skill. The third step is you're going to apply this skill. So you're going to apply this skill, and you're going to start actually generating some money from it. That once you've, however long it takes you to develop the skill, that's just the next step, generating some money from it, however that may be, and you're going to get it into a position, where you can scale it up. So you're going to start generating money from it, and then be able to scale it up. Once you scale this up to the same or more than what you're making from your 9 to 5 consecutively for, I'd say, 2 to 3 months, this is when you're in a position where you're going to go, right, I'm going to be able to quit my 9 to 5 now, and I'm going to dedicate more time to this, because in my spare time, if I'm generating the same amount of money, imagine I'd done it like the same as my 9 to 5, and I got my time back, and then I would do it 6 hours a day, 5 hours a day, whatever that may be, and now you're going to be able to scale it up. So you've found a skill, you've developed this skill, you've then started making money from this skill, and you've scaled it up to replace your 9 to 5 income. So now you quit your job. The next step, what you can do, is you now have a skill which can help people quit their 9 to 5. That's the position you're in right now. You're generating money from it, and you can help people quit their 9 to 5. So you have a valuable skill, and people need someone to teach them this skill. So then you can generate another income by teaching people this skill, whether that be on one-to-one mentorships or a course or something like that. And this is now a separate online business that you have, which you can work on your own terms. Like, you can generate videos and then sell them within a course, so people can digest them videos in their own time, and you make them in your own time. or you can do one-on-one mentorship where you can book them calls in or whatever, completely in your own time. You can be anywhere in the world. You can do whatever you want with your time, and most importantly, well, not most importantly, but you don't have somebody like kind of telling you when you can go on holiday, or telling you like, oh, you have to be in at this time or whatever. That's because I've been in that position with like kind of having a job, and I literally hated it. Like, and if you're in the same position, then all you are away from being in a different position is these 4 simple steps. You identify a skill that's making people money, you develop that skill, you then start generating money with that skill, and you scale it up. 4 simple steps away from getting your time back, and that is that. So, without further ado, the skill that I have, which allowed me to quit my 9 to 5, is day trading. So in this video, straight after this now, I'm going to explain all the basics of day trading and give you a run through of a quick crash course run through of a lot of the basics and a basic overview of the strategy that I use to day trade. So we're going to get into that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break down as fast as possible and as simple as possible all of the basics of trading and give you a speed run of a lot of the things you need to know to get started with the skill of day trading. So, assuming you're pretty much a complete newbie and you don't know much at all about trading, what we're on right here is TradingView, and this allows you to view the trading chart. So right here, we are looking at euro against the Australian dollar, as it says there. We have bullish candles and we have bearish candles. So the blue are bullish and the black are bearish. So bullish meaning it is prices heading up, and bearish meaning prices heading down. So kind of how I learned it when I first started was bearish is like a bear's like tearing everything down. It's heading down. That's how I like learned it first, remembered it. What we have right here, let me just zoom in. These are called candles. So this black like thing here is a bearish candle. This right here is a bullish candle. So as you can see, price goes up again. It comes to here, price goes down. So this black line here is where price opened on this 15-minute candle, and this is where price closed. And then this is where price opened on this bullish candle, and this is where price closed. So this is telling you what price action is, where price is moving. We've got up here different time frames. So this one is now all of these candles are equal to 1 minute in time. This is 5 minutes. So all of these candles are equal to 5 minutes in time. So this price opened here and 5 minutes later price closed here. So you can do all sorts in terms of time. You can go on the 1 day time frame, which people call the higher time frame. So that obviously the higher you go, these are all equal to 1 day. So price opened here and a day later price closed here. So we'll go back to the 15-minute. Boom. So these things here are called wicks. So these like lines you see coming off are called wicks. And what this means is during this 15-minute time period, price opened here and price closed here. So when the 15 minutes started, this is where price was. When the 15 minutes ended, this is where price was. Within that period time, price moved up to the highest point of there and down to the lowest point of there, but didn't close there. So when time finished, that is not where price was. Price was here. And then it started again here, and it moved up to here, but it did not close. It closed here. So as you can see, that explains the candles. We're going to go through some basic trading things right here. So what we're going to look at is, first things first, a fair value gap. So in simple terms, a fair value gap is the bottom wick here and the top wick of the third candle. So it consists of 3 candles: candle number 1, candle number 2, and candle number 3. So candle number 2 is this bearish candle here. So when this candle, the wick of this candle and the wick of this candle don't overlap, and there's a significant bearish or bullish candle in between. So this, boom, right here. So the zone is that right there, what I've just marked out. So what lots of people do in trading, you don't just place trades off this, but it basically, in simple terms, it suggests that there is some liquidity stored here and price may react from it. So if price, or when price taps back into this zone, there's liquidity stored there, so it's going to move down back into this direction, sort of like coming up here and picking up the fuel to then head back down. In simple terms, that's what a fair value gap is. That is an example of a bearish one. We're going to find here, let me just find a better one. This is a bullish example. So right here, we've got a bullish example, maybe it's a little bit lower. So we've got the top wick there, the bottom wick there, and in between we've got a candle. This space in between is the fair value gap. Let me just find an invalid version of one that wouldn't work because the candles like wick past each other. Let me just find one. Obviously this one doesn't have a bottom wick, but it's impossible to draw out your fair value gap here because that wick is higher than this candle completely, you know? So there's no fair value gap. Whereas if this was here and that had a wick, you would draw the fair value gap. Say this wick ended here and that one had one there, that would be a fair value gap. But because this wick is so high, you don't have a fair value gap. So that means price moved up to here within the 15-minute time period. Price moved all the way up to here, and it didn't close there, but that's where it moved all the way up to. So let me, what else would I break down? So what we're going to move on to is order blocks. People also place trades off these. So this one here, actually, we'll have a 15-minute order block here. Let me just delete this. Actually, no, we'll go elsewhere. For instance, here, it's not a great example, but this was the last upward candle before a big downward move. So price reacted from this zone. The first upward candle, then a big downward move. So that there is an order block. It works the same the other way. Say for instance here, the first, like the last downward candle before a big upward move. We've got the order block there. This one actually taps back into it. So let me just see here. This one, price actually taps back into the order block and then moves back bullish. So once again, you wouldn't place trades just based off order blocks, but it might be a confluence that someone uses. That being said, I'm going to move on to my strategy. That is some basics of trading, of how to read the charts a little bit, but I'm going to show you, not this one, I'm going to show you the trade that I placed today and explain why I placed it. So we have a little strategy here called the 3 candle reversal. And what we're looking at is we've got a bullish candle, we've got a bearish candle and another bearish candle. The middle candle, candle number 2, is higher, right up here, than the other 2 candles. Almost thought of like it's a little bit of liquidity sweep. So similar to fair value gaps, but above highs, liquidity is stored, and below lows, like here, liquidity is also stored. So this one, a little bit of a liquidity sweep, and then price reacts off it and significantly comes down and creates this lovely V shape that we see here, heading back to the zone. So this is what we call the 3 candle reversal. Candle number 3 finishes and engulfs candle number 1. So what I mean by engulfs means this candle completely like just closes basically lower than this candle. So engulfs candle number 1 and 2, which is really important. Price reacts from it, completely does soft down here, comes back up and reacts to this zone. So we place a sell from this zone. We place our stop loss, which, if you're new to this, a stop loss is what it says on the tin. It stops your loss. So we place a price. If price hits here, we close and we'll lose whatever money. If price hits here, we take the profit. That also does what it says on the tin, and you take your profit. So you're in here, you're anticipating price to reach this level of liquidity. It does, and automatically it triggers, you take your profit. So this basically means you can place your trade and not like miss out. So it flies up to your take profit and you haven't got it and you're trying to sell and then it comes back down. It takes it as soon as it hits that zone. Same with a stop loss, you're not completely losing. This is how you protect your capital. It's really important. So the stop loss is here at this level of liquidity here, and we take profit is down here at this little level of liquidity. And what has happened, we've entered on the 15-minute time zone. So within 15, 30, 45, 60, within 1 hour, it has hit take profit and came down to here, which is exactly what we wanted. So this is a trade I actually placed this morning on my live account, and obviously hit take profit, had a win. So what else I want to go through is right here, risk to reward. So this risk to reward here is 2.47. So what you'll see is as I move it here, the risk to reward gets less, 1.27. As I move it here, we've got a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So what does this mean? This basically means that your stop loss and your take profit are the same number of pips away. So the same, a pip is just like a measurement of movement of price. So if you were to lose this trade, say for instance for number's sake, if you were to lose this trade, you had a £10,000 account, no, you have a £100 account and you're risking 1%. If you were to lose this trade, you would lose £1. If you were to win this trade, you would win £1. So if we go to where we were, right here, say, 2.45 risk to reward. So if we lost this trade, we would have lost £1. But if we won this trade, we would have won £2.45. So that's how it works, essentially in simple terms. That there is a few of the basics of trading, and also a quick run through and a simplified run through of my strategy, which I trade on the charts every single day. So yeah, that is that. If you got any sort of value from that video right there and you're potentially interested in developing the skill of day trading, then I have a school which teaches people exactly how to do this. You can get in this school completely for free. So if you're interested, message me on Instagram, tmt.jordan, or find the links which will be in the bio of our TMT Trades page. Within this school, you do not only get access to me, but you get access to 2 other traders and their specific strategies. And I'll break down the strategy you've just seen there in way more depth with ebooks and like lots and lots of different videos, as do the other traders with their strategies. Not only do you get this, you get our signals. So we'll put in like our trades and our trade ideas every single day, which this year so far we've had over a 95% win rate. So lots of the people in the groups have been making money from that as well. And you get access to the VIP discussion. Lots of people within the VIP say that like this is actually one of the best things about it, because you've got lots of different traders who are all in the exact same boat, who are constantly sharing ideas with each other. Some people being in the group maybe 6 months, some people being in the group 4 weeks. So everyone's at different stages of the trading journey and they can help each other. So if someone's been in 5 months, they're probably going to know the answers to your questions. But also, you get access to me and the 2 other traders. So you can text us one-on-one and we'll reply within the next 12 to 24 hours, usually the next like half an hour. But as the group gets busier, it might be a little bit longer reply time. But this is one thing that you get. If you've got something going on with a strategy that you don't quite understand, you can ask me and I'll reply, or you can ask the people who are already currently trading that strategy and have learned from myself, and they're going to answer your questions. So this is just going to speed up your trajectory of learning the skill of trading just way faster. But that being said, if you like this video, then I'd massively appreciate it if you liked and subscribed.